Hey everyone, it's Diana, Scrappin' Mom of 3 in PA, coming to you with a project share. I wanted to share these embellishments with you. I had made them a few weeks ago and I just haven't had time to share them. They are Halloween embellishments, and again, I just wanted to share them. The first ones are these. This is cut from a My Mind's Eye paper stack. It was some circles on a page on a 12 by 12 sheet, and I just cut the circles out to make the embellishment. So I cut these out. They are shiny, and I backed them on a 2-inch circle that I had that I inked up the edges. I put these I put a banner underneath and inked the edges up on that, put some bling on it, and then put these 3 little bats for the first one, the spooky. So I got 2 of those off I'm not sure how many I got out of the page because I did share some of these. This one, Happy Halloween, I did the same thing, cut this out off the paper and then backed it onto a 2-inch circle, put the orange bling and the banner punch behind it. And then these are little candy corn embellishments that I made out of, it's just a square, and you layer, or actually it's a circle. You take a circle and you cut it like a pizza, and then it turns into a triangle, and then you round off the edges. There are videos on YouTube that you can look that up, if and Pinterest if you want to look that up and find out how to make those. So I put those on there. The trick-or-treat ones, I did those. Again, the circle is just from the My Mind's Eye, the My Mind's Eye, no, I'm sorry, Me and My Big Ideas paper pad, 12 by 12 pad that I cut these off, they cut apart, and this is a circle punch, and a banner punch, and then a 2-inch circle punch, the bling, and then these were some embellishments I had gotten at Michael's last year on clearance. The spider from the same paper stack, and the 2-inch circle behind it inked up with the bling, and then these are just some spider sequins I put on the banner. These are a haunted house. Did the exact same thing with the haunted house, just used these foam ghosts that I had on hand and the bling. And then here's a ghost, and I just put the bling and the little boo sequin. Then I had cut these out, punched these mason jars out, inked the edges up, inked the top up to make it look like the lid to the jar, and I put these eyeballs in to make it look like the eyeballs were inside the jar, and then I put some black and white Baker's twine around the top. So I did a bunch of those. These, I have a set of 3 different ones here. These were made with, I have an old Stampin' Up set. I don't know, these are the only 3 I have to the set. I don't know if there were more to it, but one says Boo, one is a candy corn, and one is a spider, and they're just small square stamps. So the first one I took and I put it on this small scallop, layered it with a bigger scallop, then layered it with a bigger scallop, inked the edges, and layered, this is a piece of book paper that I inked up, and this is a piece of a spider web. They were spider webs that I had gotten last year on clearance at Michael's that were like spider web doilies. I put a piece of ribbon in there, and I put the bling on, and most of my embellishments, just like the other ones with the paper stack, I try to put them up on foam to make them a little dimensional. So I did did a few of those with the spider, and then I did a few of these with the candy corn, and it's the same thing. This is a 1-inch circle punch with a scallop, a bigger scallop, and then this is some glitter tape that I had from Michael's from last year or so. I mean, I had it in my stash, And this is the banner punch, and I just turned the banner punch around then and got made a point on it. And so a banner punch and then backed with a piece of book paper, and then a bigger scallop, and then the twine. And this one is the a small scallop stamped with the boo, and a bigger scallop, the book paper, and the again the banner that I just punched it in, and then I turned it around and punched it to get the arrow. Put a little bit piece of Michael's ribbon there, and these are bat sequins on that one. Then these are some chipboard stickers that I had gotten from Walmart, and I put those on and backed it up with a 1-inch circle and then scallops and then a 2-inch circle, and inked the edges up, put the bling on. And these words are from a My Mind's Eye 6x6 paper stack I had that I cut apart. So I did this one, it's a spider. I did one vampire. I did one candy. I did one ghost, one spooky, and one werewolf. And then the last ones I did, these are the crepe paper. I did some crepe paper. So I put them on a scallop, and I did this crepe paper, and then I put the ribbon underneath. And this is a Michael's stamp from the $1.50 bin from last year or the year before, or maybe even before that. But I stamped that out, and I put it up on dimensionals. I layered it up, put it on dimensionals, and put bling on it. And I did some in orange. And then I also did some in black with a different ribbon, but the ribbon was also from Michael's, and a different bling. And the bling is probably from the Dollar Tree.